Ariel Helwani in New York City getting set for UFC 230 alongside women's MMA veteran Roxanne Modafferi, who meets Sijara Eubanks Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. Roxanne, what an interesting road to get to this fight. First, I have to ask, Sijara was supposed to fight Valentina Shevchenko, then that fight got canceled, Valentina back to Toronto. What did you make of that whole scenario?
Man, that was definitely a crazy scenario. I was actually having conversations on Twitter with like Chookagian and I at one point, like, oh, who are we fighting? But yeah, I'm just happy to have this fight, and I'm excited for the rematch.
Do you think it was fair for the UFC to take the title fight away from Sijara?
I'm hesitant to answer that one, but
Why? Tell us how you really feel, Roxy.
well, actually, so just people coming up in the flyweight division, beating flyweights. Joanna's not a flyweight yet, but I understand the business aspect of it. So I know UFC wants to make money fights. I think Sijara earned it, but life isn't fair. So whatever, fight.
She obviously was upset about having the title fight taken away from her, and now she's fighting you. Is there a chance that you're fighting a fighter who's maybe not focused on you, who's frustrated, who's a little bit, distracted because of all this drama? Is that to your advantage?
I think that Sijara is mentally strong enough to not let that affect the fight.
Now, you shared a house with her, you have a history with her. What do you make of her as a fighter at this point? You've been around this game a long time. She hasn't. What do you make of her at this point in her career?
I think Sijara is really mentally strong and physically strong. And yeah, it was a good experience in the house. She just was one of those that just gets it done, even if maybe just not the best fighter in the world, but I'm not the best. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, but she just gets it done, man. Kind of like Nico, just get it done. So I can't wait to get it done too in the next few days.
What's at stake in this fight, in your opinion? What are you fighting for here?
Man, I can kind of see my life go off in two different directions, Like if I win, when I win, I'm going to, call out for the title shot. Whether I get it or not, we'll see. But, I really feel like this is my road back, and it would be so cool to fight for the title again.
And I would imagine your mindset going into this fight a little different than the last one because you have the win now under your belt. You feel maybe a little less pressure heading into this one as opposed to the one back in July?
Man, I feel way less pressure. That was such a relief to get that win in the UFC, I had wins on the Ultimate Fighter season, but I didn't technically have an official win in the UFC, and also just beating Barb, someone who had a win that was hanging over my head for 7 years, and just finishing her, I thought, man, if I can do that, I can do anything. So that's really a big confidence booster for me as a fighter. I know Sijara would be hard to finish, but I'm thinking, what if I can actually finish her? I can't wait.
How about the weight cut to 125 for you? How are you feeling about that?
125 is not bad. It's not super easy, but I can do it, and I feel good in the ring, in the cage.
Looking forward to it. Best of luck to you on Saturday.
Thank you very much.